So, greetings everyone. I'm Baani Munjal. I'm 16 years old and I'm from India. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak on this international forum. I would be speaking on the topic that is there justice and peace in reality? I would start with firstly emphasizing on SDG 16 or Goal 16, which aims towards justice, peace, and strong institution. It is a major challenge in many countries of the world. In every country, there is a pressing need for institutions through which the citizens can have strong faith in, and justice is something which is guaranteed by the country's judiciary and its constitution. Violence is perhaps the most significant and destructive challenge to the development, growth, well being, and the very survival of the countries around the world. Now, why is this important? The first step to fulfilling any aspect of the Global Sustainable Development Agenda for 2030 will begin with restoring security and human rights to individuals whose very lives and basic freedoms are under threat either due to direct violence or through institutional restrictions to justice. Sustainable development is something which is not entirely dependent upon environmental concern. Goal 16 is something which actually provides us with a method essential for keeping the social fabric of a country together. Because as citizens of our nation, we can only fight our problems and challenges together. Now, Goal 16 indicators laid by UN. So, as Goal 16 aims towards peace, justice, and strong institution, there are a set of 10 goals which United Nations had kept under each goal. Now, the first indicator is significantly reducing all forms of violence and related death rates everywhere. These indicators suggest and reinforce sustainable development and sets goals for the countries to achieve it by 2030. Now, problems under Goal 16: violence, domestic violence, child abuse, rape, civil war, poverty due to corruption, inequality, social and community based tension, international relations. We tend to build them through imports and exports, but if these relations are not developed, with time it can give rise to war. Now, importance of addressing these problems. Goal 16 is dedicated to the promotion of peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, the provision of access to justice for all, and building accountable institutions at all levels. Necessary solutions. One possible approach to accelerate the pace of implementation is to link national and local level policies, providing greater support to sub-national governance institutions. Local and regional governments in many countries have already recognized this, arguing that new institutional arrangements and channels of coordination need to be more effective, accountable, and transparent. If there is development of more stronger institutions for education and work, people will have more faith in working and maintaining peace. Now, corruption is also a major problem in various countries of the world. Whether how much the government will change, this problem is never solved or never worked upon in reality. Justice is never prevailed on time. And like in my country, after 7 years worth of justice, the Nirbhaya rape case victims finally got a death penalty. And this is not only a case in India, but also a case in various countries of the world. Goal 16 through the eyes of the children. This is a cartoon which I came across while viewing my country's United Nations page. This cartoon clearly portrays and shows us that we as teenage peace builders also look upon solutions for a better government and a better country. Now, is there justice and peace in reality? The major reason behind I chose SDG 16 is there justice and peace in reality? We often come across various issues regarding international relations training over time, leading to a warlike situation. And this is the background behind these training relations. In this run for power, various countries try and compete against people to gain more and to flourish more, and due to which sometimes they forget the reality behind it. And almost all the constitution of the world say that they are equal and there is justice, but in reality, its existence has become so vulnerable with time. Now, are we really being fair? Is justice being delivered in reality? Now, here are two pictures. The first one is the recent Black Lives Matter campaign in US, and the second one is the CAA protests in India. These two protests are a background that we, to attain peace, we first need to give justice to whom it really is deserving. These examples also portray that inequality, brutality, injustice are still coming in our way to attain peace. People may even be aware of SDG 16 but still aren't aware of their own rights, and people may be aware of who is right and wrong but are devoid of their own voice. And this is something that not only exists in India or United States. Tamils in Sri Lanka are still fighting for equality. Africans are still fighting against discrimination, and refugees are still lining up from one country's border to another. So, struggle for equality, struggle for peace goes on and never ends, and justice really needs to be prevailed on time. Problems like majoritarianism, inequality, and justice will never be accepted and brought about to change in reality. I would like to conclude my presentation with this short video. Mm. Unfortunately, the video isn't playing, so thank you. Thank you.